Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's show. And we have a lot of interesting news lined up today. And what's most interesting is that Shah Rukh Khan is now seen with a begging bowl, begging some of the top South Indian film stars to, play a cameo role in his film Jawan. And we'll be coming to that and as well as many other stories which I have lined up for you. Friends, if you remember that Allu Arjun was offered a very big role, a cameo role maybe, in SRK's film Jawan, which is going to release soon. And now Allu Arjun, rejected that cameo role and that role in his film Jawan. And Allu Arjun did the right thing by making that decision because he knows how things panned out for the likes of Vijay Deverakonda, who is a very big who's at one point of time he had a lot of successful Telugu films, and then after that he played with the likes of Karan Johar, and after that what happened. He acted in the film Liger, and that turned out to be a huge flop. And he made a fool of himself. So, welcome Himanshu. Good morning, sharing. So, friends, if you do like our content, make sure to hit the like button and also share it with your friends. Share it with your, anyone who is interested in knowing what news is really about. Because mainstream news channels do not connect the dots, right? They just present the news as it is, but we in Candid Meena we do a complete news analysis and we connect the dots between news of the present, the news of the past, and then you can see how things are connected and how things happen to a reason, uh, how things happen for a particular reason. So, hi, Nina. Good evening. So, coming to the first piece of news, friends, it's with regards to SRK himself. And apparently, as you know, that each and every day you have, trade analysts like Taran Adarsh saying that Patan, crossed 1,000 crores. When it's a lie because he's going back and forth. Today he will say it crossed 500 crores. Tomorrow he says it's only 300 crores. It's inching towards 800 crores, inching towards 1,000 crores. And you have many other mainstream media outlets like Economic Times, Times Now, and many other websites like Money Control. They make an article completely on the daily basis, reporting the box office collection of Patan on a daily basis, even though the film released almost 1.5 months back, right? So what's the reason for this? Because there's huge PR money pumped in by the likes of SRK's PR agency in seeing that the film is an artificial hit, um, and we know that it is not. Now, friends, that SRK's PR team is working overtime to somehow save his image, right? Hi, Udaya. So now let's get to the main story. And so, two men arrested last week for trespassing into SRK's bungalow, hid inside a Bollywood actor's makeup room for nearly 8 hours before being caught, police said. So the duo identified as Patan Sahil Salim Khan and Ram Saraf Kushwaha, who claimed to have come from Bharuch in Gujarat to meet SRK, were caught by security guards and handed over to police. A case of trespassing and relevant offences has been registered against them under the IPC, and the investigation is ongoing. The accused had concealed themselves inside the makeup room located in the third floor of Mannat, SRK's bungalow, and the actor was shocked when he saw them. Both the accused sneaked into his bungalow to meet him and kept waiting for the actor in his makeup room for about 8 hours. They had entered around 3 a.m. and were caught at 10:30 a.m. the next day. Colleen D'Souza, the manager of SRK's bungalow, told police in her statement that the security guard called her at 11 a.m. on February 2nd to inform her that two people had managed to enter the bungalow. According to the FIR, the trespassers were discovered by Satish, a staff from the housekeeping. Satish took both of them from the makeup room to the lobby, and SRK was shocked to see the strangers there. Mannat's guards handed over both of them to Bandra police. According to the Mumbai police, the trespassers entered Mannat's premises by scaling its outer wall. Both of them, aged between 20 and 22, claimed that they had arrived from Gujarat and wanted to meet SRK. Now, apparently, from this, I mean, this looks like a very, very unbelievable story. You mean to say one of the richest stars in Asia, like SRK, has such a a weak security system or in his own house. How is that believable, right? Because he lives in Mannat and he's one of the richest movie stars in Asia. And you mean to say that he cannot hire a decent security system to prevent people from scaling his outer walls? It is quite unbelievable. And judging from the report, these two people, youngsters, right? They came all the way from Gujarat just to see, SRK after seeing the film Patan, and they hid in his house, right? It's kind of ridiculous how this story turns out to be, and it's kind of unbelievable is what I must say. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is another way of getting some sort of attention for SRK after the film Patan released, right? And to somehow build up that sort of attention going ahead for Jawan, right? So now coming to the next piece of news, friends, is that as all of you know, right, Allu Arjun rejected the film offer from SRK of playing a cameo role in the film Jawan, right? Now, apparently, so SRK wants to cast someone from the South Indian film industry, and because he knows that people are boycotting Bollywood left and right, and for that very purpose, right, he has to look for and scout for other South Indian film stars who are quite successful, just recently, because as you know, hashtag boycott Bollywood movement is trending, right? So the thing is, he might have seen RRR, and RRR made it all the way to the Oscars, and it had Ram Charan, right? So he dials up Ram Charan, and now what does he have to say? So apparently, the makers of Jawan are eyeing Ram Charan for a cameo in this film. As per the news, they are in talks with the actor who is, uh, on cloud nine, enjoying the celebration of the success of RRR. There has been no confirmation from either side, and so he has also not got back to SRK as yet. So he is keeping SRK waiting. So this is the second Telugu film star who is keeping SRK waiting. I mean, can you imagine that a day would come that there will be South Indian film stars who will keep SRK waiting and anxious and in anxiety, right? So I mean, it's kind of now we can understand the power of boycott Bollywood, the power of SSRians, and you can see how the spirit of Sushant Singh Rajput is so powerful, right? And now SRK is down on all four hands, on all his hands and knees, right? So let's hi Lakshmi, welcome. It's very obvious that Bollywood cons are focusing on South films, and now there is desperation to get roles in South films. Yes, because they think that people will not boycott their films by acting in South Indian films. Good evening, Sunita. Good evening, Manjushri. So, yes, friends, do hit the like button. Thanks, Sunita. It must be a hoax, and how and why someone could enter his house. Yes, I mean, it sounds ridiculous that two youngsters, just entered his house by scaling his walls, right? I mean, he's one of the richest film stars in the world, and he can't afford a decent security system and security guards. Yes, this is Ramcharan Lakshmi. Even then, just boycott. Now, friends, it's very important for each and every one of you live here and who will be seeing this video to hit the like button, and so that this video will reach more and more young audiences who are unaware, right, of what's happening in Bollywood. So, coming to the next piece of news. Now, this is quite shocking. Is that Kangana Ranaut, as she has been a U-turner, and apparently, she switches sides just like a pendulum. And apparently, she is the host of Lockup, right? So, Lockup is the series which is made by Ekta Kapoor, and Kangana Ranaut is the host. Now, Lockup season one winner was this Munawar Faruqi, who's a comedian, and he is very controversial, as you know that he has made controversial remarks against our Hindu gods, right? So the reality show, so the season two for Lockup is going to happen. So apparently, Munawar Faruqi is also taking part in this season two of Lockup, and apparently he's not going to go in as a contestant, but apparently he will be a mentor of this show. He will reportedly enter the show to guide the new contestants. So reports suggest that the makers have approached the comedian and talks are on. However, there is no confirmation on this as yet. So apparently, you can see how things are going and how Kangana is, siding with all those people who are woke, who are liberal, who are left liberal, right, and who are making fun of, Hindu gods, Hindu ideals. And Kangana, is also, as we all know that. Today she will support Bollywood, and tomorrow she will keep blasting Bollywood. So yeah, Manjushri SSR was killed in 2020. That's the day actually Bollywood died. Yes, Manjushri, and that's the day when people woke up, especially the Hindus, right, as to what's really happening in Bollywood. As Bollywood was comfortable making films, making fun of Hindu religion, making fun of Hindu gods. At that point of time, people used to enjoy whatever the likes of the Khans used to make, whatever Akshay Kumar used to make, right? People were not aware of what's really happening. And at that point of time, we still had the deaths of Jia Khan, we had Divya Bharti, but we didn't question, right, Bollywood at that point of time because there was no social media, and as well as people didn't come together as one force, just like when SSR died. So this is a very big revolution, and the fact that even today hashtag boycott Bollywood is trending shows how people have not forgotten, right, what exactly happened to Sushant Singh Rajput, and people are still fighting for his justice even now. You can see the strength of the movement. So, good evening, Snehal. Hi, Sensible Life. Namaskaram, Ashok. So now, coming to the next piece of news, this is quite, I find it quite hilarious, is that Vidya Balan comes up with the casting couch in Bollywood. Now, Vidya Balan is the latest celebrity to join the list. She opened up about her experience and revealed that she once faced a casting couch experience. And she said that she wouldn't call it a casting couch in real sense, but an uncomfortable experience. Now, the actress was in news about her video from a calendar shoot. Now, in a recent interview, Vidya Balan recalled a time when she was called to a room by a filmmaker when she decided to keep the door open. However, as a consequence, she lost out on the same film. She told the media, I've actually not really had a tryst with a casting couch. I've been very, very fortunate because I've heard horror stories and that my parents' biggest fear because they were resistant about me joining films But the one incident I had, I remember on one of my films that I had been signed to do, I was meeting this director because I was visiting Chennai for an ad film shoot. I didn't understand because I was alone, but I did a very smart thing. When we went to the room, I left the door open, and then he knew that the only way for him was out. So I don't really believe that I have had an experience with the casting couch. This was no suggestion made. There was no proposition made, but this was a sense, a vibe I picked up, and I reacted to it. Self preservation kicks in, and a woman's instinct, and then I got thrown out of that film, stated the actress further. Now, apparently, at that point of time, she was a very small actress, and she married the right person, as all of you know. And this is how things work in Bollywood. And clearly, she's saying that she left a door open, so which means to say that it wasn't a casting couch, right? I mean, if you were confident that it was not a casting couch, then why did you keep the door open, right? So you were suspicious of that whoever that director was, who made sort of made you uncomfortable at that point of time, right? So after that, she married, the Indian film producer and founder of Roy Kapoor Films, Siddharth Roy Kapoor, right? So she knows how to climb up the ladder and how to sort of you know gel with the cabal, make the right moves, and that's how through the with the help of Karan Johar, and that's how she met Siddharth, and now she is getting roles left and right, right? So hi, Manjushri 54 watching and only 9 likes. So yes, friends, do hit the like button. Till NRI Indians don't support boycott Bollywood, these people heads will still be up in the air. Akshay's show in USA is going on, but still a lot of these shows are cancelled. Renuka, as all of you know, that some of the shows are cancelled, and because tickets are not being sold in a big amount, and one show was cancelled, as all of you know. So people are quite aware in the US, right? So coming to the next piece of news, friends. Coming to the next piece of news, it's with regards to Alia Bhatt. Now, Alia Bhatt, as all of you know, she is very, she likes the attention of media. And apparently, Ranbir Kapoor is going to take legal action against paparazzi who invaded their privacy. You cannot shoot inside my house. Now, apparently, Ranbir Kapoor has opened up on Alia Bhatt's privacy being breached by media recently. The actress was shot in the balcony of their home recently by some press photographer, and images were posted on social media by some leading media outlet. This led to Alia criticizing them and getting the industry support too. Now, Ranbir has revealed that they are taking legal action against them. In an interview, Ranbir addressed the incident and said, "It was invasion of privacy. You cannot shoot inside my house, and anything can be happening inside my house, that is my home. It was totally uncalled for. We are going through the correct legal ways of dealing with it. I don't want to talk much about it, but it was something which is very ugly." The actor added that he had utmost respect for paparazzi. We respect the media. I think the media is part of the world. It is a symbiotic relationship. They work with us and we work with them. So apparently, it's kind of funny when these so-called Bollywood stars, they need media for publicity, and when they don't want publicity, they will ditch the media. And that's how things are with Bollywood, especially with Tali Wali Mami like Jaya Bachchan. She makes fun of the photographers, the poor photographers who sort of come and whenever she is making an exit from a particular event or a particular hotel, then she says kind of shocking comments that I think that you should double up and fall on your head to photographers, right? Who's taking their time out and taking your pictures, and you are staying in the news and you're still relevant. So that's not what they don't think of all those things. And Jaya Bachchan, even at when she's retired, right, and she's still active in politics, you still have the media attention on you, and in spite of that, you have her saying that you double up and fall on your head. So that's the kind of characters that Bollywood has produced over the years, right? And we people as stupid fans in the past used to pay money for movie tickets. We used to go to theaters and we used to make them rich. I'm fed up of watching Alia's goofy and over the top nature before the media. She thinks she owns the filmdom. She'll win awards, get good scripts. There is no threat to her life. Yes, Ajay Kumar. And apparently, as you know, that she is the daughter of Mahesh Bhatt, right? And she has, whatever she is quite powerful in the Bollywood cabal because she is the daughter of Mahesh Bhatt. She is given as many roles as possible. Especially, she was given a small role in the film RRR, right? Which became a huge hit because it was directed by Rajamouli, right? So you can see how even a very successful director like Rajamouli was had to cast this girl, right, for a very for hardly I think 10 to 15 minutes screen time in that particular film, right? So you can see how the powerful is the certain people and certain individuals and their sons and daughters. They always get the roles in the films, and they always get to be the brand ambassadors of different advertisements, right? You can see her face in certain brands like Cornetto and many other advertisements when you switch on the television, right? What I feel is that these actors have nothing to do, so they find excuses how to be in the limelight by attacking the media. Yes, because they have nothing happening for them, Nina, and this is the only way they can stay relevant after the boycott Bollywood movement, or by acting in some stupid interviews, right? They'll tailor make certain friendly Bollywood friendly media channels, YouTube channels, and they will ask all the soft good questions to them, and like say asking what is your diet and all those stupid questions, and that's how they stay relevant. The only downer in RRR is Alia Bhatt. Unnecessary. Rajamouli sir could have casted a good South talented actress for that role. Kirti Suresh, Aishwarya Rajesh, Nitya Menon. Yes, Ajay. I mean, why didn't he do so? Right? Because there is certain rules for which you might get financial gains, right? Because as you know that Mahesh Bhatt is a very powerful individual in Bollywood. So to get certain financial gains, to gain certain favors, you have to cast the daughter or son of a particular producer who is very influential in Bollywood, right? Otherwise, there are so many talented South Indian actresses who are very talented and also very good looking, right? Namaste, Jyotsna. Just hope that South Indian actors realize the reality and stick to where they belong now with respect. Yes, Jyotsna. And it's very important for the South Indian audience to make out what Bollywood is really planning, right? If South Indian audience does not boycott these films with Bollywood actors in it, then it is, hashtag boycott Bollywood movement will not be effective, right? They should not forget the fact that Bollywood is trying different strategies every day to fight the hashtag boycott Bollywood movement. They're controlling the social media companies. They are restricting they are controlling the reach of anyone who is speaking against them, right? Because you can see that even with certain YouTube channels like ours, how they are controlling the reach of ours, right? Because they are afraid that boycott Bollywood movement is becoming very powerful, right? And they have also sort of made certain mainstream media channels, or most of the mainstream media channels not talk anything against Bollywood, right? You never had in Republic TV any debate questioning how Bollywood makes thousands of crores in just one film, right? There's no question asked, there's no debate asked even in the likes of Republic TV, right? She seemed to be just an extra in RRR. Yes, Manjushri. Recently, I've observed that Mahesh Bhatt is nowhere to be seen as he has been exposed. Yes, Nina. Apparently, I have found that also quite interesting that certain individuals in Bollywood have disappeared, or are sort of playing a very low profile, maybe, especially with the likes of Mahesh Bhatt. Even Sanjay Dutt is not very much seen in the media. Also, you have even in the SSR case, a lot of individuals are quite disappearing, right? You have the likes of that person who used to push SSR in that particular video, right? Uh, and sort of ordering SSR to sit in the car, right? And you had people like Siddharth Pitani and all. There's no news regarding them, right? The media has gone silent, right? One simple question: who is that person who controls the entire Bollywood? How can we make them lose the power? Ajay, this is not a very simple question, as to there's not one individual who controls the entire Bollywood industry. It's a group of individuals, maybe a group of organizations who is controlling the group of individuals sitting in India. It is many politicians, it is many people outside India, it is many people in the drug industry, it is many people in sitting in Pakistan, many people sitting in the US, many people who is in the Illuminati. So it's a very difficult thing to pinpoint who exactly is in control, because you have so many complicated things, right, in the structure, right? How can we make them lose the power, right? So what we can do is by not seeing their films, right, in theaters. That's the thing which we can do. And by not buying the products which they endorse, right, and by spreading awareness to many other youngsters who is not aware of what's happening in the film industry. Until and unless, right, the people who are aware, like yourselves, make the effort to spread awareness, nothing will happen, right? It will die down at one point of time. Until and unless, I mean, you go out of your comfort zone, you make time, tell the story to at least 5 or 6 people, then only the movement will become bigger. Guess now, Mahabharat is on its way by Rajamouli with Deepika and Hrithik. Okay, this is kind of hilarious that Rajamouli is going to cast Deepika and Hrithik as in Mahabharat. So, what will be the roles played, Jyotsna? We'll have to wait and see, right? Because I mean, Rajamouli will be making a big mistake, knowing that if he's casting Bollywood actors in key roles, people will definitely boycott this film, especially in North India, right? So I wonder if he will really release this film. Alia is like Amir Khan in terms of acting. In every films, different roles but same monotonous acting, huge hype and praises from gangs, right? So Alia is like Amir Khan in terms of acting in every film. So Alia Bhatt has the same sort of expression in each and every film. She is doesn't have any talent whatsoever, and she is hyped up by media-friendly agencies, and media friendly YouTube channels. And that's how you have, that's why she is the so called superstar in terms of in the eyes of mainstream media. Actually, she has, no sort of appeal, and she has no sort of talent, but because of the power of her father, you know she's getting roles back to back. So that's how it works, right, in Bollywood. Hrithik and Deepika will never be cast by Rajamouli. We'll have to wait and see how Rajamouli plays his cards. He is successful with RRR because that won the Oscars. But going ahead, how he'll play his cards, right? Keeping Bollywood at bay and still playing the cards right, we'll have to wait and see, friends. Jyotsna says, just attach the link. Okay, I'll just check it out. Yeah, I just checked it out, friends, but I can't, verify the authenticity of the source. But thanks for sending me the link, Jyotsna, and when when I have time, I will do research and see how authentic the source is. Right, Alia's formula used by actresses in 80s or 90s: the more you cry, the better actor you are. Be it Highway, Diya Zindagi, Kalank, worked in favor of Alia's monotonous acting. Yes. So, I mean, like I said before, she's just there because her father is Mahesh Bhatt, and that's why she's getting roles Ajay Kumar. Nothing more, nothing less. So, coming to the next piece of news, friends, and it is again with regards to the casting couch. And this time it is Aishwarya Sharma. Now, she belongs to the TV industry, and Aishwarya Sharma entered the industry. Her initial days were full of struggle, and there was a lot of casting couch experiences as well. Now, it's not surprising that as an outsider, you'll be facing hell, right? So, and especially if you're a female. Now, Aishwarya revealed that she did not go meet the person over coffee when she was invited for coffee and discuss the project, but she understood that there was no hope of work and would leave. She revealed that she has run away once as well, right? And she reveals that she has strong family support. And being a woman of character, she know that she did not want to get into the casting couch and all. And she has acted in Gum Hai Kisi Ke Pyar Mein, and there will be some disheartening moments as well. So she played character roles, and uh, she's a TV actress, and apparently she says that she has faced a lot of casting couch situations, and we are not surprised as to how we have discussed that we have interviewed many people, many insiders in Candid Meena, right? And they have exposed how casting couch works, especially in the TV and serial industry as well, right? And it's a very dirty game which is being played by producers, by actors, by directors, right? As well as in the film industry. So these are things which are happening in the television industry. But the sad part is justice is not being delivered, and that's the reason why people are giving up. I see many people giving up, unfortunately, and people should continue fighting, for the cause, because if you give up, it's very easy, right? I mean, giving up is the easiest thing to do in anything, but fighting is the most hardest thing to do, especially in the case of SSR's justice, right? People should continue to fight. People should continue to boycott Bollywood films. People should, stand up and believe in what they believe in, right? People should be active in Twitter. People should, voice their opinions openly. People should question Bollywood actors. People should question, trade analysts about the collections in box office. People should question mainstream media as to why they are not covering Bollywood and why they are not exposing Bollywood, right? All these powers are there in people's hands, but still people are quite lazy and they don't, voice their opinion on Twitter, right? Because I do believe that freedom of expression is a very big thing in India, right? The freedom to voice your own opinion, that is one of the fundamental rights, and people are not exercising these rights in India. Only very few people do. So these are some of the news for today, friends, and it's quite one more thing is that I found it quite hilarious as to Rahul Gandhi's whole episode in Cambridge, and he was sort of saying that India is you know it's not a democratic rule under BJP, and all the things he makes fun of Modi ji, right, and BJP. So it's kind of hilarious that he has to go to a foreign country after all the effort in Bharat Jodo movement. He ultimately goes to a foreign country and criticizes the current government of India. And these are things how which happen in India. And I still would urge each and every one of you to check the interview with Mr. Venkatesh yesterday. And Mr. Venkatesh yesterday pointed out, especially the fact that BJP is not going in for the kill, right? Because as you know that Rahul and Sonia are, they're caught in the National Herald case, and BJP is not following up on National Herald case. Also, BJP is not taking action in the SSR case. They have a lot of cases which people are asking them for follow up, and still nothing, no action is being taken. So BJP, it looks like BJP is doing each and every step according to how close they are to elections, right? And that's how Mr. Venkatesh had said in the interview yesterday that they take each and every move very calculatingly, and that's how it is. Yesterday, I watched Hrithik as Karna and Deepika as Draupadi in Mahabharata. Was shocked in YouTube links. It could be a gimmick by Bollywood. I think. I'll just check out the link because I think it's a fake news because there's nothing in it in the mainstream media, at least, right? Rajamouli has a lot more brains than to cast these two idiots in an epic like Mahabharata. That'll be the last, nail in Rajamouli's career, Brinda, if that happens, right? I mean, why would he cast, Hrithik Roshan, right? Hrithik Roshan has hardly had a hit since the past 5 to 6 years, if I remember right. Even before SSR died, Hrithik Roshan never had any hit films, right? Why would he? Why would Rajamouli of all people cast Hrithik Roshan in a very important role in Mahabharata, right? Doesn't make sense. So now, as all of you know, that Sisodia is in great trouble, and apparently, what's the latest with regards to Manish Sisodia? Now, Manish Sisodia sent to Enforcement Directorate custody for 7 days, and he has been sent to ED's custody for 7 days in the liquor case. And the central agency has sought at least 10 days to question the Delhi deputy chief minister over alleged money laundering in framing the liquor policy, which was later scrapped. Now, the ED arrested him yesterday, but before that, CBI had arrested him over corruption alleged in framing Delhi's liquor policy. His bail request in the CBI case was to be heard today in a special court, but it has been moved to March 21st. Explaining why it needs Mr. Sisodia's custody, the ED told the special court it wants to follow where the money trail in Delhi liquor policy case leads. The ED said the proceeds of the crime is worth 292 crore rupees. Now, Mr. Sisodia's lawyer slammed at the ED for considering arrest as a right without going through due process of law. It has become a fashion these days that agencies take arrest as a right. It's time for the courts to come down heavily on the sense of entitlement. So this is what the lawyer of Sisodia said. So apparently, BJP is coming down heavily on the likes of AAP, right? Because they know that elections are there next year, and apparently they are selectively going against certain individuals and certain parties. But at the same time, they are nitpicking certain cases, and they are not taking actions on big cases, right? They are not doing anything with regards to the SSR case. They are staying silent with regards to the National Herald case, right? So, I mean, it is kind of surprising that BJP is not, first of all, listening to what the public demand is, right? The public demands an update from CBI regarding the SSR case. And Devendra Fadnavis said that they will be forming an SIT in the case of Disha Salian. And no update after that, right? There was a rumor that Hrithik made fun of Rajamouli's Magadira when he was proposed for its Hindi remake. He won't cast Hrithik in any of his films. Yes, Ajay Kumar, why would he cast Hrithik of all people, right? God bless Rajamouli and South Indian actors. They should keep a mile away from Bollywood forever. Yes, Brinda. And I do think that Rajamouli should play it smart, especially after winning the Oscars, right? Alia is a sore sight. Yes, Brinda, and it's only because of her dad that she's been given so many roles on a platter, so many brands, brand ambassador opportunities, right, and many other things. So, friends, with this last piece of news, we'll wind up today's session. And please make sure to hit the like button, right? And share it with your friends. And we will see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. sharp. And we will, it'll be a very interesting session tomorrow. So there's one more comment I'll just take. People should strongly take a stand and voice their concern regarding SSR murder. Bolly Mafia is trying very hard to end SSR movement. Coming up to 3 years is really worrying. Everyone raise your voice. Yes, HO. And this is the thing that people should not give up, right? This is what Bollywood wants you to do. They want each and every person to give up on the SSR case, right? Because we have seen a lot of YouTubers, especially in the SSR movement, they are not posting regularly, right? Most of the key YouTubers in the SSR case, they are not posting regularly in YouTube, as well as certain YouTubers have taken a U-turn, right? And you have certain other YouTubers who have we have not heard from them for a very long time, but this is not helping the case, right? Just because all the situation is against you, and I do agree that to a certain extent that it seems like that, but I mean, even bad times are not permanent, right? The change is the only thing which is permanent in life. Even good times are not permanent, even bad times are not permanent, right? Yes, I know one of us should post this in Instagram to Rajamouli ji. Yes, Brinda. So friends, we'll see you tomorrow, and thanks for tuning in today. Until then, Jai Hind.